R&B Money.
So Mariah Carey, yes.
What is that call like?
So the call comes from JD.
Okay.
JD's like, come to studio tonight. At this point, obviously JD has such a long history with her, starting with Always Be My Baby, going back to that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now B. Cox has done, songs with her. So they're like a nucleus. And but I was excited. So he's like, Mariah's gonna be here tonight, come down. And, she gets there. And Mariah doesn't show up till like midnight. That's her session. Session starts at midnight. At midnight, she's a night owl.
Okay,
absolutely likes to write and work, late. So at the time I've had to learn that. Mm-hmm. The first day I showed up, I was there like 6 p.m. Just
you there 6 hours.
Hey, where's she at? Okay,
you didn't crash.
Right, like now, but I'm like, let me know now. Let me know when she comes in. Let me know because I'm here.
I'm
ready.
Grab something, but I'm be right back.
Right.
And this is levels, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm sure at this point you have massive records by this point.
Yeah.
But you don't have a Mariah record.
We don't have them.
Right.
This is still Mariah. So what is interesting is that this is Mariah coming off of Glitter, movie, and this. And so there were a couple of people around me who were like, why are you going to spend your time on this? And
they thought the ship had sailed.
Mm-hmm. I have a fast rule about legends. Like, legends stay legends.
That's it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like...
You earned that.
Right.
You've earned that.
You've earned that, and you're always one hit away. I don't care if you ain't had a hit in 10 years. Yeah. If you call, you know what I mean? That's how I feel about legends. And at that point, this is one sweet day.
Right.
Come walking through the door.
Right.
Like, what do you mean if we don't write for...
Yes, we do.
And that's what we do. And we're going to look into these cameras. Yeah. That's what it should be.
That's what it should be.
They've earned it.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And if you are a hit maker, go give them that hit record.
100%. 100%. So Mariah gets there, and I'm just sitting in the corner, just quiet. Her and Jermaine and Brian are catching up. And
you the fly on the wall at this
I'm
point.
just fly on the wall, just sitting. Because again, this is after Aaliyah. This is after Chris Brown. This is after, you know what I mean? This is after.
Get to CB too.
Yeah, this is
on and popping.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
So, after about 30 minutes, we're sitting there. The first song that Jermaine played, the song "Can I Get Your Number?" And they already had that. Him and Brian already had that hook. And so he was like, okay. She was like, oh, I want to start with this. Let's do some verses. And so then, she turns. She's like, and who are you? And I'm
it
like,
starts that way.
Yeah.
She was like, and she was like, who are you? She was like, I'm guessing you. She was like, are you a part of this? And I was like, I look at Jermaine, and Jermaine is like, yeah, he writes with us. And she was like, okay, all right, let's write. Let's start. Like, it wasn't no, what have you done?
Yeah, no.
Just like, okay,
cool.
I just need to know who you were, and
Yeah.
now we're good. And then, we hit it off from there. And Mariah is like a brilliant songwriter in her own right. So, being able to collaborate with someone like, so the experience of someone who can write for themselves, like, she doesn't really need anyone to write. But throwing out ideas, the way that she hears things, the way that she rhymes words and melodies, and then you're also hearing her sing. And so it's like one of those moments. The first time I had a moment like that, we go back to Tony Braxton, but it was like the second time when I first worked with Tony, and Tony walks in the booth and you like hear that voice come over the mic, and you're like,
oh, that's it.
This is Tony Braxton. And the same thing. So before Mariah even went on mic, just her sitting there with the pad writing, and she's humming, and I'm like trying not to like smile, but I'm like, damn, this is Mariah Carey.
Yeah. I think I had that moment when we worked on Ron Isley.
Yeah.
Man, I was like,
He hit one of them notes. He hit one of them la da da.
I said, man,
It's him.
this is a dream come true.
Yeah,
It's him.
he's really in the booth right now.
He's really in the booth.
Singing one of my records.
Yeah. When did you have that moment? Any artist for you?
I'm like the fan.
You are.
You know,
absolutely, 100%.
So everybody, when they get in them like this,
Yeah,
because it's like, I don't know, man. It's an unexplainable feeling. It's just like
To have these type of people singing your record.
to have the voice. Like, you've heard this voice everywhere. You've heard this voice on massive records. You're a fan of this voice, and now this voice, in a sense, belongs to you.
right.
You're a part of this voice now.
You're
Like,
sharing in this experience
Gladys
with
Knight.
them. That's a great one.
Yeah.
That's a great one.
That's a great.
Gladys, that was my first time where I was just like,
No way.
like, first of all, she sang it in one take. And
that's a whole nother.
literally one top to bottom.
Yes.
She studied it for about 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes, played it over and over. So and she said, I'm ready. I said,
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We'll set it all up. Set it all up. She went in there. Top to bottom.
It's incredible.
No auto-tune, none of
Nah.
this stuff. You know, just some slight verb. Raw, top to bottom. What else would you like?
That's it. That's how they. That's how they.
I looked at the engineer. I was like,
You don't even know what to say. Like,
maybe we should tell her to do it again. Just,
right? I got to feel like I did something here,
Should-
right?
you know
Like,
what I'm saying?
you know what I'm saying?
I'm going to just tell her.
She's not gonna call me back.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm
Like I did nothing.
I'm gonna tell her to do it again. Okay. Great. Yes. Let's get one more.
One more like
Let's
that.
just get
yeah.
one more. And just see where we end up. See what we gotta. She did one more.
Yeah.
Top to
To bottom.
Flawless.
That's crazy.
Fuck it. Come out.
Yeah.
Come on out. Come on.
Thank you. Thank you, Miss
Thank
Knight.
you. Thank you, Miss Knight, for coming by. God bless you.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So do you write Shake It Off in that first session?
So we did. Can I get your number the first night? Second night was Shake It Off.
Okay.
Second night was Shake
Who
It
did the
Off.
oots? Oot, oot, oot.
Oop, oop.
Who did
So
that?
we had the mic on the demo. It was me, Mariah, and Mariah's assistant.
No,
That
whose
was-
idea was the oots?
That was Mariah.
Because
That was
that's some
Mariah.
classic shit.
That's
is.
Mariah.
It is.
Absolutely.
That's
I got to give her her
oots.
props. I got to
And-
give her.
and,
you know,
and boobops.
Yeah.
And those I've
Yeah.
never written a song
That
with
has
any of
type
those
of things.
Yeah.
classic old like
That everybody
Yeah.
in the crowd is gonna
just
sing.
gonna
and all
sing
that.
all the way
I've
in.
never written a song with that. I was like this. Ooh.
Yeah, that shit was a vibe.
Man, what?
It's a real vibe.
yeah. That's it. That's MC all. That's classic MC all day. All day. So
That
yeah, can I
record.
get your number? Shake It Off. It's like that.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Yeah. And then we were done. We were like those were all in those sessions. And so L.A. Reid, who was the head of Def Jam at the time, he was like, listen, like, I feel like we got something. I feel like, Shake It Off can probably be our first single. But I think y'all got one more in you, so I'm going to send her back down. And that was the We Belong Together session. That was the, so it started with LA's like, I think y'all got one more. And sent her back down, this time it was Manuel Seal. The
Manuel
session-
Seal.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, man.
yeah.
And because unless you're in the music business, you don't really know that name.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like, he never really came outside like that.
No.
But if you in this music business, Manuel Seal is fucking special. I hope you see this, brother.
Absolutely.
You are
absolutely
special.
Manuel. Yeah.
You're special. That guy is special.
100%.
Those records that he's been a part of,
Mm-hmm.
incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible. So
Yeah.
yeah, go. We give
You have to.
real
You have to.
respect,
Real
shout outs, flowers. Like
Yeah.
man,
Yeah.
we respect the game up here.
No, you have to. And that's why it's important for me to bring him up too. Like,
Yes.
because there is, these big songs, I feel like there could probably be some temptation to like want to hoard credit for yourself.
Yes.
But there's enough for
everyone.
and everybody made such a significant contribution.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I tell people, like, you know, it's Mariah and I wrote We Belong Together, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like she was just as much, you know, it wasn't like, oh, a word here, a word there. No, Mariah's in the studio writing
wrote
this
the song
record.
together.
Yeah.
We wrote a song together. Manuel and JD, you know, produced it. And so we worked on this record. It was like, we worked till like 5, 6 in the morning. And I laid the demo for it. And
There's a Johntá demo to We Belong
there's a
Together.
Johntá demo to We Belong Together.
Wow.
No, we got it.
Can we
There
figure out a way to
is-
sell that as an NFT?
Right.
I want in. 'Cause
There is
I
a-
want it. I just came up with that. I don't know.
You know who probably has it is LA, because he told me later, he was like, I knew she was gonna have something because she left Atlanta from the studio, landed in New York, and LA was like, she woke me up and was like, you have to hear this record. She came by and played him my demo. Like, that's how excited she was about the record.
Yeah.
Like, you got to hear this song. This, and LA was like, the first time I heard it, it was your demo. And I was like, this is it.
R&B Money.